Hi, Gemini. Spiritual Barbie here. Welcome back. So, I'm here to do your love reading, your current energies in your love life. What are the current energies in your love life at this time? So, this reading is for Gemini, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus people. Okay, so right now, a new beginning in love is here for you, but it's being blocked by a sociopath, by narcissistic abuse, or by narcissists. Okay? But you guys have new love coming into your life. Okay? And it's in the form of a new perception that you're not surrendering to. This is a new beginning in love that you have, that you're not able to see because you might want it with someone else or, in a different sort of way. But, this person or this situation is not really yielding to you. And it's like you guys are having a new beginning in love around this inability to surrender. Who is causing you to not be able to surrender, or what was causing you to not be able to surrender? And what was causing you was, possibly people who work against you, possibly somebody who is negative on the inside, but they might come across positive on the outside. This is also flighty communication, flightiness, not surrendering to the energy in the room. I feel like you guys are dealing with somebody who's confusing you. Okay, especially if this is a new connection. This person is confusing you. They're deceptive. They're extremely deceptive, emotionally and mentally. Okay. And so you guys, some of you guys are like, okay, I want a new beginning in love. It's being blocked. Some of you guys are like, okay, there's somebody in my life that I love, but they're blocking me out of their life. This is a new chance for you to love yourself in a different way by surrendering to a new perspective that you're not surrendering to, which is to um, a perspective that will bring you optimism, which is that there are people around you who are narcissists. You're dealing with a narcissist. You're dealing with somebody who they're not able to love. They're not able to reciprocate. They block love. A lot of you guys also, struggle with self love. Okay. Perhaps this is even a new beginning in self love. But a lot of these folks, they struggle with self love. And so you're just dealing with somebody who struggles with self love. And this is the current energy of your love life because you guys are dealing with narcissists. There's a narcissist around you. Little Miss Perfect, right? There's a narcissist around you that keeps on putting her burdens onto you. Gemini, that's it. You have a narcissist around you who, this might be an archetype, but this is probably somebody around you as well, who they are burdened with things not working out for them. Something that they're working on, something that they have in their life, something that they're not, it's not coming to fruition. And they're putting their burdens on you and trying to block you from having self love. Okay. You're also dealing with a narcissist, somebody who they pretend to be pure, or they play on like their pure features or pure characteristics on pureness and put their burdens that they should deal with on others through this false sort of like pure deceptive like outlook. Like they come across very like subdued or innocent, or they come across being like, oh yeah, I'm serious about being with you, and they look good on paper. This is somebody who they either look really good on paper, and then they're trash. Like actually when you deal with them, there's nothing inside, but this person, they might come across as really respectable on the outside, and like they're going places, they look good on paper, but like I said, on the inside they're empty. Okay. I feel like a lot of you guys also, you're dealing with somebody who's trying to block you from seeing your worth. and trying to block you from dealing with your own burdens by putting their burdens on you. And so now you guys are feeling sad, about, and this is so confusing. It's like you're sad about something not working out, about a delay, that you can't see that it's for the best. You can't see that it's for the best. Okay? It's to honor who you truly are. And it's because, something that you deem as small, even though it is small, it's so valuable. It's so important. It's like having a leg and not having all the tendons and the ligaments in your leg. These are the foundations of the leg. So everything that the leg looks like, oh, your leg doesn't look like her leg. Her legs are mad athletic, but that girl has been an athlete since she was 7 years old. She's been building those muscles since she was 2. Of course, her legs are going to be much more defined than the other girl's legs, because that took a long time. But that girl is a dancer, and every day she practices and she stretches to get to that point. And there's something about your love life and about you that's kind of like a dancer's legs. When you're building up the strength, if you stop dancing, anybody who's a dancer who stopped dancing and started up again, you understand the pain I'm talking about. And it's small muscles inside of your body that you built up those muscles. You didn't even understand that that's what you were working on until you got back on the stage or in the studio, and you're back doing your PK arabesque, and you're doing your spins, and you're turning like a top. And then the next day your knee hurts so fucking bad. And it's because there was a muscle in there that you will work that is, it's so pure. It's so pure. There was a muscle in there that's so pure that it's like because you were dealing with somebody who was blocking you from seeing your worth. So you were either dealing with having to take a vacation, or even if you stopped dancing because you got depressed, that muscle got weakened. If you stopped dancing because you got depressed, that muscle was weakened. If you stopped dancing because it was off season, you probably notice that muscle, nothing happens to it. But if you stop dancing because you're depressed, that muscle acts up. You get pain in that muscle. And it's because there was a narcissist. They were blocking you from seeing that you're special and you're different and you're separate from them. It's very important for you to understand that you're separate from someone else. And perhaps a new beginning in love that you wanted that has been blocked, for those of you guys who are experiencing blockages in your love life, it's because the person who you're dealing with, they're either trying to take advantage of the fact that you're special, right? And they're trying to project their dark qualities onto you, and they're a narcissist. Or you're not able to surrender and let go of something and trust and have optimism in your love life. And it's because you guys have had somebody thwart you down because, they projected their good qualities. They took your good qualities and projected their toxic qualities onto you. Total narcissist. Total narcissist. So some of you guys, you could be getting devastating news about this person. Some of you guys, it's like you're getting devastating news about somebody. Perhaps this could be a child that you're not, you feel, I'm not taking care of them. If you're not able to take care of this child, and they're a grown adult, perhaps there's something toxic about them. If you're not able to take care of this child and they're too young to take care of themselves, there's somebody blocking you from seeing your true worth and from loving yourself for who you truly are. This is like really, this kid is, it's like this kid keeps on coming up reverse. It bothers me a little bit when this kid comes up reverse, because there's this level of complete ungroundedness, lack of curiosity, lack of care and nurture for the world around you. This is the kind of kid that kicks cats. He kicks ferals and trap, but he can't trap ferals. But he traps dogs and kills them and stuff like that. But he hides it. This is a narcissist. He comes across good. You're dealing with somebody, some of you guys, straight up, you're dealing with somebody, they come across good, but they're a narcissist. And it's the new beginning in love is being blocked because you won't surrender to the fact that they're a narcissist, because they might be telling you devastating news. They might be having blockages. They might be dealing with AIDS, something like that, a disease, dealing with an STI, dealing with cheating, somebody who's lying to them, somebody who wants a divorce, someone who's leaving them, someone who's trapping them even from being able to leave. It's because this person's a goddamn narcissist. And they're not actually going to work on this connection, or they need to deal with the blockages that blocks them from working on connections. So if this person really wants to be with you, they have to go through a process of changing and growing up in order to be with you, because they're too narcissistic to be with you. And if this person doesn't want to change and you don't want them, and there's better out there, then this person, they're going to have to get out of your face. For some of you guys, this person, if you really love them, they're dying. They're dying from the inside. They have a core disease that's ailing them from the inside. It's a disease that's ailing an inner part of their body. It's fundamental. It's a fundamental part of their body. And it's something that every day they could take it for granted. If they're not depressed, they could take it for granted. If they have those same things that are in their life that are easily accessible and available to them. This girl is such a fucking idiot. Hold on, you guys, 1 second. So current status of your love life is like, some of you guys, it's like, you're dealing with somebody and it's great and the love is great. You have a great relationship. And it's like you're having a hard time surrendering to being optimistic about it. And it's because, optimistic about the emotional possibilities. And also, a lot of you guys, there's so much jealousy around you and whoever this person is. And it's because you're dealing with a narcissist. They might not even be the person who you're connecting with, but you might need to understand certain folks that you've known for a long time since you were a child. You might need to see them as narcissists, okay? Because you not seeing them as narcissists is keeping them in your life, and it's also keeping them able to project their toxicity onto you, okay? Somebody's sick, and it's a core wound. It's a core thing, and it's because it's like, somebody is like trying to be in a place that they shouldn't be. Somebody's weak. It's once again, it's like the dancer. It's like that dancer that analogy I gave you of a dancer. It's like it's that girl who she's in school, but she's jealous of the girl who goes to dance school after school, and she's jealous of her. And she tries to twirl like her, but then she just ends up injuring herself, and hopefully she loses her limb or something like that, because she's not a dancer, honey. So you don't have to worry. Somebody's going through, a lot of you guys, you're having a lot of people around you go through burdens, financial burdens, burdens of health, burdens of self-worth, and they're facing themselves because these folks were working against you and now they're facing themselves, okay? They were working against you and now they're facing themselves. But they were only able to work against you. If anything worked, it's because you had a core wound around not seeing your worth and also not being patient. Anybody who makes fun of somebody who has something small, okay? Anybody who finds pleasure in seeing somebody, when somebody reaches out to you for a job possibility, right? And it's because they see you and they like you and they've been watching your channel for a few months, right? I'm hearing for some of you guys a few years, and they reach out to you because they want to work with you, and then you hex them or you try to destroy what they are working with, then that is a core wound, honey. Okay? And that's why you can't dance like her and him. Okay? That's why you don't have a following that she does. And that's why your niggas don't cling to you the way her people do, even though they might not come around all the time, but they cling to her more than they would ever cling to you. And it's because you don't understand. You're sick. Not you, but that person who did that to you. They're sick. Okay? They don't see the value in time in this moment. And that's it. They're impatient. They don't see the worth and value of time. Okay? Any earth sign who doesn't understand the value of time is an earth sign that's going to be dumb, retarded, broke, stupid, have nothing. This is an earth sign who is going to turn 50, 60, 70, 80, nothing going for themselves. And they could come from whatever they want to come from. They're not going to have anything going for themselves, because that's the reason why you were born with the element of earth dominating you. So you could learn the lesson of time. Okay? That's like me lying all the time and you lying all the time. But you notice, Gemini, when you're a liar, you get diseases, right? You get awful things, right? Right? Because you have the nerve to have water and earth in your chart. So you're going to get a virus. It's going to decimate your blood. It's going to decimate your body too. Because you should be telling the truth. You're here to learn the lessons of truth, hon. That's the same thing as an earth sign who doesn't value time. They're going to get diabetes. They're going to lose a limb. They're going to have issues walking. They're going to have issues in their tendons and ligaments. Okay? They're going to have muscle problems. All right? You understand the value of time. Maybe you're not even an earth sign. You probably have freak strength because you understand the value of time. Okay, some of you guys, you have freak strength. You're freaky flexible. Some of you guys, you were born double jointed, in weird places. And if you're a dancer, it just elevated you. Because if you're a water sign, you probably live in your emotions. You appreciate them. You don't thwart niggas' emotions. You're a lover, not a fighter. So if you danced, you probably have amazing muscles, amazing strength, and you danced for a long time. You probably shined from the very start. Okay. And it's because you understood something that this type of broad doesn't get, which is the value of time. Over time, a practice done over time is better. Continuous practice over time is better than doing it once a week and then being mad after 2 weeks. You only did it twice and it's not working out, but you did it twice in 2 weeks. Stupid. So it's not going to work, hon. It's not like you did it 14 times in 2 weeks. Then you probably would see a difference. Okay? So you wouldn't be complaining. And then that type of broad is making comments about your love life. She's overburdened with things in her life. Listen, she's a dirty girl at the strip club telling a sad story about her father. That might be true, right? And she's stupid enough to not understand that. She doesn't understand the value of the moment and of time. So she's still talking about, that's why earth signs can't live in the past. Okay? Earth signs need to be in the present moment. If you're an earth sign and you live in the past, you probably have a disease, you have a diagnosis, you have a disease, right? You have some sort of blood-borne illness, diabetes, something like that, right? And you're probably overweight, sick. I'm describing you because you don't understand something about life, which is you need to be in the present moment. You're not an air sign. You're not an air sign. The only people that can live in the past is air signs because your thoughts come from the past. That's the only people who get away with living in the past, and they get sympathy for it because they probably went through devastation. They had to be devastated to live in the past. The only sign that can live in the past is air signs. Every other sign has to be in the moment, including fire signs. Fire signs have to have forward vision, or they're going to be fat and thwarted and narcissistic and vampire-like. They have to have vision. Okay? I could have told you that, idiots. You need to stick around long enough. Okay? But here's the thing. I practice yoga every day. That's why I could school you at 4 a.m. I could get up at 2 and do yoga at 2 and school you. And you were up all day, stretched, and I haven't stretched in 2 weeks, and I can still kick your ass 1 round of yoga. Because here's the thing. I understand that over time, every day, minutes a day, over time, minutes a day, every day, over time, it has a better, what's it called, right? Than doing it 3 hours a day, 3 hours for once a week. Okay? You is listening to a stupid little slut. Listen to me, Gemini, and let me say this one more time over, because I'm not irritated. This is just me. When I'm dealing with a narcissist, this is why they keep on trying to destroy me, and I just unmask them. Okay? All right? And people watch this channel who are from my old life, who know those girls, okay? And I'm just unmasking them. And they're not able to pull the wool over my eyes and create flying monkeys anymore. No, honey, I've already beat the narcissist. They're irritating, and you got to look them dead in their eye and not give a fuck and not back down. And have proof. Have proof in your action. So whatever it is that you use to take them out, you just got to show them that it works. Okay? And then they'll back off. And you don't have to show them anything. You just got to trust that eventually they'll see that it works. They don't like to let go, but that's why they die in their sleep when they're 30. They end up in vans at 23. They die from AIDS at 18. You notice what happens to these narcissists? They die very young. They contract HIV/AIDS when they're 24 from a dirtbag they met online, right? That you was telling them about. That's what happens to them. It's devastating because nobody would want that to happen. But these narcissists, what they plot on people, nobody wants that in their life. And this is the same bitch that's blocking you from seeing that you have love in your life. This person, the wounds that they caused you, your inner child and your inner self-value, is blocking you from having love right now because you got love right now in your life. There's someone in your life. They could be a fire sign, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. Doesn't have to be though. It's someone who it's exciting. They talk about positive things. They've got positive messages. Okay? As positive as you can let them be. You're not able to see it because you're dealing with a narcissist. They don't see the value of time. They don't see the value in small things, and that's why they remain small. Okay? If you cannot see the value in something or someone small or something small, it will never grow, hun. If you can't see the value in time, time is very small. It's a construct that rules your life, but it's so fucking microscopic. Nobody can see it. Nobody can see it. Okay? Unless it comes in herbal form. You can't see it. It's the smallest little thing ever. But these bitches don't respect it, and then they end up, I mean, look around you. If you're from a certain part of the world, you see things going on in love relationships. Those people are all narcissists. Period. Anybody making fun of you for having something small and for being in a small situation, they're a narcissist that doesn't understand or appreciate the value of hard work ethic and time. If they're genuinely excited and happy because something that you're working on, your relationship is small or whatever, they don't understand the value of time. And check their love lives. These are girls that they come in to make you feel threatened, but it's because their life, if you saw what was going on in their home, the type of invalidation going on in their home, if you saw what was in their medicine cabinets, just go in their bathroom and look at their medicine cabinets in their mirrors. You would see you would see medications for diseases you didn't even know about yet. You're about to learn about new diseases. And that's all that they hide in their medicine cabinets. Okay? Liars, weaklings, invalidators who are getting that happening to them too. They're just projecting it onto you. It's happening to them in a way that's destroying them. For you, it's something, you're dealing with something small that everybody can see that it's small. It's like you're dealing with a child. The child is small. Children are small, hon. Just because your kid is 13 and they're, 4'9", some people's kids are 13 and 5'11", but who cares? That kid has the worst knee pain because he's growing really quickly. He has really bad knee pain. That kid has problems with he knocks his elbows into stuff all the time. He's clumsy because he grew too quick. So he doesn't know the length of his arm. He doesn't know the length of his arm in comparison to the world around him. So he's knocking into stuff. Or this is an earth sign who stumbles over her legs all the time. She's very clumsy. She's very, she has poor balance. She gets caught up in things that you would dance out of. It's like some of you guys, you could dance out of a situation way easier than she gets stuck in, but she hides it. She just hides it. She might have just started confronting this. Some of you guys, it's like an earth sign who she could never keep a man in her life, but there's no man in her life. I'm not saying she couldn't get a man, but she doesn't have a man in her life because she hasn't access. She doesn't see her own worth and value. And she's describing and telling you about your life. And then you got some big bitches in your life trying to use spell work. Because there's always a fat woman. Listen, if you're fat as fuck, your intentions are not moving. If you still need to eat at 3 a.m., 4 a.m., 5 a.m., you need to order Burger King and McDonald's at 5 a.m. to quench your psychotic desire, your psychotic thirst, right? Because somebody is being who they are, and somebody who you put spell work on is fucking you up. You're too weak for that person, honey. You put spell work on somebody and you're still fat, hon. It's because, honey, your intentions are not moving. Look in the mirror. All my intentions, honey, you could tell it's not moving when you look in the mirror and you see that you don't like what you see. Oh, baby. It's just too late to ring the bell, honey. I got niggas around me that they go to work for me. Okay? So I can't keep them up all night. I gotta keep it down. Okay? Baby. Baby don't quit. You know what I'm saying? Doom, 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 doom. That was the strip club. Doom, 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 doom. That was the strip club. You know what I'm saying? When you have, listen, if you look in the mirror, oh, I'm such a witch, but you're still so fucking fat. You haven't lost no weight since you started burning candles. So why do you think your intentions are moving forward, honey? They're not moving. If your physical apparatus has not changed, your physical apparatus, your body, it's a machine. It's a machine, hon. And it is showing you everything going on in your life. You just gotta look in the motherfucking mirror. I love it. So this bitch, she thinks that she's putting spell work on you. And some of you Geminis dabble in that. There's a lot of big fat single mothers. Big fat single mothers. They, and you could be big and fat and a single mom and not using spell work. But that's okay. I'm talking about the big fat bitch that can't deal with the fact that she's just big and fat. Sometimes we all go through a fat stage. Some people's fat stages is longer than other people's fat stages, okay? That's all. She can't deal with that. She's mad at you. But she's burning candles that are red and black or whatever the fuck, and she's not losing weight. How come? That's supposed to trigger weight loss, hon. How come you're not losing weight? Because your intentions are being deflected back onto you because you haven't done enough shadow work to be able to take that type of person out of your life. You haven't done enough shadow work. Okay? That person does way more shadow work than you. That's why they're not 300 pounds, stupid. Come on now. This is for my big fat witches in the back that love to thwart real witches that don't have health issues. If you're a witch, you're not going to have health issues like that. If you get scoliosis, you're going to somehow manifest $300,000 to pay for the surgery, and you're not going to have no pain back there never again. You're not going to, and your spine's going to be 100% straight and keep on straightening every day with nothing, with no sort of food, with no sort of medication, with no sort of even stretching that you're doing every day. But you can still stretch if you want. But that's what will happen to you if you're actually a witch. When you're not a witch, you're going to burn candles and nothing will happen. Everything will stay stuck because you haven't done the shadow work. You see the shadow you haven't done that sort of work that person that you're burning candles on has done, and that they want to play a game with you. And they're devastating you. Okay? So that's it. You're just dealing with some shicey ass bitch who she's projecting her insecurities onto you and she's giving you the victory, honey, if you just look inside of yourself. I can't give you all the keys. Come on now. That's who you're dealing. I hate these types of broads. Narcissistic. They don't see the value in things that's small. Oh, it's small. Oh, but then she wants to have a small waist. But then when she's looking at somebody's channel that's small, but it's because that person's waist is 20 inches, hon. They don't eat enough to have 400,000 subscribers of losers. They don't eat, they make it a point to not eat that much. Okay? If I was super fat, I'd have 1 million subscribers by now. Because I would just eat my feelings. And I would just be mad fake. Because I know how to be fake, bro. I know how to be so fake and grow up a following of 3 million. I could be the first YouTuber that shuffles tarot cards that would have 300,000 million subscribers. Because I would just be bullshitting everybody. This is, oh my God. Oh my God. They're wrong, you're right. They're wrong, you're right all the time. They're just jealous all the time. It's never you. You never got to look at yourself. Oh my God. And then I would have 3 million subscribers. Then I would have all the narcissists and I would just be devastating their life every week, knowing exactly what I'm doing. But I would have diabetes, heart disease. I would be immobile, unable to move or dance, unable to do anything that I love to do. Because then those dark fat bitches, their spell work would be working on me. Because there's a lot of dark fat bitches around me that don't wish me well. Because I could get up and run 3 miles and be fine. And if they ran down the block, they'd have a heart attack and an asthma attack. And they wonder why they have issues with their lungs. I wonder why. Oh, and it's ongoing. It never went away. Stupid. So you guys, you uncovered a block in your love life, but you were having blocks in things moving forward because you had somebody blocking you, okay? And what it was, you had somebody working against you behind the scenes. Somebody was working against you. You have fake friends and fake connections, people who are psychotic, dealing with a lying ass Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. Some of you guys, you know, you're dealing with a liar. Some of you guys, you have an inner child wound. Oof. Some of you guys, you have an inner child wound. Some of you guys, it's like an air sign was working against you. A Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, they might have done some shit behind your back to fuck up your subconscious and stuff. But this person here, they're dealing with their negative intentions backfiring onto them, okay? This person, they also projected their negativity onto you, their lack of belief and faith and trust. Some of you guys, you did this to them too, right? Because this is a Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, so it could be you too doing this in a dynamic. But this caused a block in you. Some of you guys, you just got into the ring with somebody who was just like you, and maybe this person saw it and you didn't, and this person was able to thwart you down. But this was a blessing for you, okay? Them being able to thwart you down was a blessing because somebody, you didn't see your worth. The things that got thwarted down for both of you guys, whoever these people were, they didn't see your worth, both of you guys, okay? Both of you guys didn't see your worth. Both of you guys were devalued. So you needed to work. You guys were dealing with a shiesty earth sign. Once again, you guys were both dealing with a shiesty ass, narcissistic ass earth sign. She's decrepit and she's getting what she deserves right at this very moment. She's getting what she deserves right now. Everything is moving forward. Okay? But here's the thing. But why are you making it your business to want to destroy everybody around you that didn't do? But why are you trying to work against somebody that didn't do anything wrong to you? It's because those are the only people whose intentions don't move. If you're putting intentions on people who didn't do anything wrong to you, you're just going to get paranoid, and then you're going to have it backfire onto you because you're going to get too paranoid to deal with yourself. That's all. They didn't do anything to you. But that's why when you put magic, when you use spell work, nothing happens. You look in the mirror, you look exactly the same. Because you don't have a heart. You shouldn't be practicing spell work. Leave it for the person who's meant for it. Okay? That's why those fake kitchen witches, those big fat black bitches, right? They stay fat and black and disgusting and unattractive and undesirable because they're trying to use something or someone else's craft, possibly even against them. When somebody wants to use spell work on somebody because they're so jealous, oftentimes that person that they're using it on is a witch. And that person might not even know that they're a witch. So you just brought them back into their gifts. You just reawoken their love for magic. When you did that, because you're jealous. Because you have a mommy wound. Because you have a bad mommy. Mommy. It's pathetic. I think a lot of people are pathetic. Okay? It's so fucking pathetic. You guys were thwarted because you were pathetic. Okay? Some of you guys take part in that. It's pathetic. I can see you. It's pathetic, honey. So pathetic. Oh, dear. And you look in the mirror and you look just as bad, but you didn't slim out. But Shorty, who put the baneful, she put some fucked up shit in your life, right? She's moving along great. She's healthy. She's dealing with her abandonment wounds. Okay? This is a true witch. It's not you. Okay? So just go find out who you are. And let people do. But here's the thing: if I was off in the medical field, I would be getting devastation too because that's not where I'm actually fully supposed to be. I would be getting some sort of devastation in my life. Okay, because that's not where I'm supposed to be. That's not why I'm born. So niggas are gonna try to take me out, and it's gonna work. They're gonna call 911, and the authorities are gonna cuff me because I shouldn't really be there because that's not where my heart is. So you got thwarted already. Some of you guys, you met a sociopath. You put spell work on somebody and then you went out on a date and you dated a sociopath. Because that's what happens when you put spell work on people for no reason. You're going to jump in bed with a sociopath. Okay? It's not for everybody. Okay? If you love it, then it's for you. If you're just using it to thwart somebody that you're jealous of, or because you're angry, then you pick it up when you're angry, or because you're jealous, you pick it up. You only pick it up whenever it serves you. It's not meant for you. You don't just do it just to do fun things, and it's not something you just sit there and that is not for you. Go follow your heart. But that's why there's so many bitter bitches at the strip club. It's like, honey, you're not supposed to be here. Okay? And then we flush the virus down the pipes so you would choke up and die or just stop coming out here, and you're still coming out here. Because we didn't want to have to clip your baby. And then now we had to clip your kid. So you could stay home and realize stripping is not for you, okay? You're not a dancer. You're a pathetic, dark, miserable, decrepit woman, right? And you attract those dark, miserable dudes into the strip club. You're the reason why the clientele is so low vibrational. It's because you're on drugs. But you did crystal meth this morning. You're not going to link up with Wall Street dudes that actually have money to spend, and they're not going to be violating you and taking advantage of you. You're going to link up with dudes who, they're drug addicts. Okay? You're going to link up with dudes that are trash. Drug addicted construction workers. That's who you're going to link up with. You're not even going to link up with a nice guy who works on the construction site. You're going to link up with the guy who's trash, because you're trash. And you're bringing down the establishment. Okay? Some of you Geminis, whatever it is that you do, you're the trashy part of it. You're what makes it bad. You're the reason why people talk bad about it. So when your intentions don't move, it's because you're the one who makes magic have a bad name. You're the one who makes magic look bad. You make magic look bad. So your intentions are not going to move. It's alive. It has feelings. Stupid. That's why it doesn't move, and that's why you look worse. You do spell work. You wake up, you got sores all over your face because you're using spell work on somebody that's mad honest that their protection is herpes and AIDS. Stupid. And paraplegicness and decimation and diabetes and destruction. That's their protection. Their protection is death and disease and devastation. So you put some spell work on somebody for no reason. You met their protection, and that was devastation. I'm losing my kids. Of course. Yeah, someone here is losing their child, their precious child, because she pulled up and she thought she was a kitchen witch. She wanted to use the Orishas on an African witch. Stupid slut. So she's losing her children, and she's devastated. Now she can't stop watching me, but I offered you an opportunity, mommy. That's all I did. You didn't have to put spell work on my channel. I think I don't know the feeling. I'm the princess in the pea. I could feel the pea under 20 mattresses. Okay? I could feel your shitty, cheap-ass intentions from your Rhode Island apartment. Trashy bitch from Rhode Island. It's like, but bitch, you're from Brooklyn. And you look like the most Brooklyn. You look like such a Brooklyn fish. She looks so Brooklynite-like that she looks like if Brooklyn was a pond, she was the biggest fish in that pond. I mean, she even looks like a fish and everything. So what are you doing in Rhode Island if you didn't get gotten up, or if you're not involved in criminal activity and you're not about to be arraigned on criminal charges? You look like a criminal. You look like you do criminal things. Disgusting bitch. Oh, my Orishas. My Orishas. No, honey, you can't use Orishas on African bitches, stupid. And you're Latina, dummy. Come on now. Think for a second. Those are our ancestors. They're my ancestors, not yours. Okay, so then you were thwarted. I started something new and it stopped working out after I put spell work on that black bitch's channel. Yeah. All right. We're veering off topic, but that's kind of the nature of my channel. You could just get out of my face. You could just get out of my face. All right. I'm not here to listen, but I happily will do chemotherapy on my body to get rid of cancer. Inside of myself, I will fight you. I don't care. I'm subscribed. I don't care. I lost all my body cells 7 months ago, and I just rebuilt new body cells. If I can let go of my body cells, I can drop you just as easy too. If you want to be a cancerous cell, I can just burn you out of my body. Okay? There's always things growing on you and growing around you that's just trying to be parasitic and stuff. But I sat in class and paid attention and went down a line. But my whole life was science. My whole life was science and understanding how the world works and how nature works and how the body works. You're not going to devastate me, okay? It doesn't work that way. All right? That's not how life works. There's a beautiful symbiotic nature to life. And you're not asking the questions. You're chasing behind people that don't care about you. And you're forgetting to understand a key thing about life, okay? That's why you're getting devastation. That's why this bitch was able to thwart you and block you up. It's because you don't see your worth. Period. You're not grounded and you don't see your worth. And you never did. Okay? You never did. And that's why this narcissist pulled up, right? And they're pulling up right now, projecting their burdens onto you. And you're realizing that you have a wounded inner child. Okay? You have a wounded, it was wounded from other people putting burdens onto you. You stopped dancing because you got depressed, because you had jealous bitches on the dance team and they were trying to thwart you down. And she thought she was going to be jealous on the team, thwart you out of the team, and think that she wasn't going to wake up and find out she had AIDS. Of course she found out she had AIDS. Yes, she did. Because she thought she was going to thwart the squad that both of you guys worked on creating. She thought she was just going to sit there and be upset that, oh, you're getting all the glory. No, you were not getting all the glory. She was getting just the same amount of glory. She was just psychotic and getting jealous of you for no reason. And so she got AIDS, okay? So she could realize how psychotic she was, all right? And that was the baby narcissist. The girl who made you stop dancing, she got AIDS. Whatever she made you stop doing, she got a way worse fate, okay? All right. Just don't start fights with people who didn't start a fight with you. Don't try to thwart niggas down who didn't do nothing to you, okay? So you guys went through devastation in the distant past. And this is very obvious. You guys accept it that way. But you also concluded a cycle that was causing this devastation in your life. You let go of it. You learned the lesson. What was this about? Oof, work. Some of you guys, you have had to learn how to stay in your lane. Okay? This is an everyday process. This is an everyday work ethic thing. This is like something you have to work on every day. You have to just work on staying in your lane. Okay? A lot of you guys, you thwart other people's comfort zones, right? Because you're not in your own. You might just realize, oh no, I'm not in my own. I know, it's okay. Just stay in your comfort zone and stop thwarting niggas' comfort zones. Okay? You guys already concluded a cycle around that. You guys also went through a divorce. The reason why you was dealing with a narcissist. Some of you guys were narcissists. Okay? You were dealing with a narcissist. The reason why everything was going on in your life is because you were dealing with narcissists. People who don't understand that the world is a big place. Okay? They don't confront their abandonment wounds. Just like how you don't either. Now you got an abandonment wound showing up here. Someone here does. Then now it's time for you to take a look at that. Stop projecting it onto everybody else. And deal with it head on. You don't get anywhere when you just project, oh yeah, just to make it seem normal for the narcissist. You just stay stuck being controlled by them. Just face your abandonment wounds. It's fucking fine to not like certain things. It's fine to be in a situation where you don't know what's going on. But that's why a lot of stupid bitches pull up on dancers and want to thwart them down and want to be jealous. Oh, how can she spin like that? But that girl is in the studio every day. That girl eats nuts and berries and fruits every 5 minutes so she get energized through nature. She could just stay energized through nature, right? And nature could give her her caffeine and stuff so she could twirl and be light as a feather. And you're jealous of her, but it's like that girl gave up so much to dance the way she dances. And she's so beautiful. If you dare thwart her down, you're going to get virus. Ask beautiful girl from Queens. Ask the gorgeous girl from Queens with tracks and with the tracks and weaves in her head. Right? She had tracks and weaves. She probably had a bright future, but I'm not saying it's still not bright, but she has AIDS. The only thing that saves her is that she's honest about her situation and she's honest with herself. At the end of the day, she's honest with herself. So she might be better off than most All those other girls that got it, they're fucked. They're fucked. She's honest with herself. Okay? She's honest with herself. So she's probably gonna realize, or she's probably realizing the error of her ways. Okay? Those other girls from Long Island and stuff, they're narcissists through and through. They're narcissists. Some of them are working and stuff, and they're getting grounded. You know what I'm saying? And they're taking their medication. But some of the ones who won't accept it, those are the ones that are going to die. Those are patient zeros. They were the ones infecting the whole group. So you guys, it's like, ugh, you had a toxic ending to a cycle because you were dealing with narcissists. And the cycle that ended, or what the cycle brought about, the lessons that you learned was staying in your comfort zone, but the cycle that ended was false connections. False connections. All right. You know, it just feels like you're dealing with people who are insecure. You were, and I don't care how old you were. They were trapped in their insecurities, you guys. You already had a tough cycle come to an end, and it's like you kept on trying to go back in this tough cycle. You kept on trying to stay stuck in this toxic loop, in this karmic loop, and it's like, no, it's over for you. It's because you're better than this. You're devaluing yourself by keeping on going with this. All right? And there's also, now, you want a new beginning in love with somebody, and it's like, you're better than this. Okay? There's a new beginning that wants to come about for you, but someone else who isn't dealing with their own shit is projecting their shit onto you. Some of you guys, it's like you're not just understanding something about yourself that separates you from these individuals, and so you're taking on a burden that these people should be carrying for how they did you. And just because of who they are, period. They should be carrying this burden. Baby narcissist. Oh no, don't do that way. I'm perfect. This person isn't. That's like one of my cousins. She's a Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn herself. She's a baby narcissist dealing with devastation right now and anxiety and depression. And that's what she deserves. All she ever did was project her negativity onto me, and now she's got decimation in her life. Decimation. If she wasn't on my mother's side of the family, I would definitely be telling all her business, right? But she's a true narcissist through and through. Her parents are narcissists, full blown. And now she's getting devastation in her life. She knows what darkness is and depression is. She can't run from it, okay? She can't, because she shiced it over and was so fake with so many niggas that actually really fucking loved her, that now she got to where I got my outcome, my goal. She didn't get to her end goal. She'll never get to her end goal. She's too busy acting like she's perfect and so much smarter than you. She's not. She's just a baby narcissist. Okay? Through and through. Through and through. And you guys, some of you guys are not accepting this about her, and so your new beginning is blocked too. Some of you guys, this type of person in your life, you still are holding on to this type of person even though she betrayed you. You're like, oh, I learned a lesson. Like, okay. But then you're still going around in that same circle. Well, I learned a lesson. I'm staying in my comfort zone. Okay, so stay in it. You already concluded a toxic cycle, and that's why you can't get this new beginning in love. And that's why the person who's blocking you from having it is being exposed. Okay? This is the current energies in your love life. All right? So from now to the next reading, you're going to be thinking about somebody and have somebody on your mind who is a thwarter. You're going to be thinking about something or someone who keeps on blocking things from going the right way. And who this is an empress. This is a mother figure. This is a nurturer. This could be grandmother. This could be spirit, your mom, right? What your mother is doing, or whoever this divine feminine energy is, what she's doing that's causing you a lack of a wish come true, it's payback, honey. Okay? If you don't focus on yourself and you want to focus on others and try to devastate a hidden queen, because this queen she was just hidden. If you watched her videos, is what I'm hearing, you would know that she was a queen. You didn't watch it before you hexed her. You just saw her and got jealous. And then what happened? Now you don't have a baby. Aw. One of your babies are gone. Aw. I don't care. I don't give a shit. I don't give one fuck about your baby being there. I don't really care, bro. You're dealing with another ice queen. You don't know what the fuck was taken from me that I love. So why the fuck do you think I care? Especially if you try to decimate somebody who's a divine feminine. That's one of me's. So fuck you. You deserve it. You deserve it. So right now, a lot of you guys, you can't have your wish come true as being blocked. Congratulations. It's because you need to embrace yourself fully and nurture yourself. Some of you guys, you want to run out the house. Oh, without everything in your bag and go to work and still get good honors and have good notes from your bosses and stuff, your superiors, but you don't even pack everything in your bag before you go. You don't finish all your work. You be handing in half done work and stuff at work. So they want to get rid of you, and then you're such a bad company. But they only want to fire you because you do a bad job at work. Okay? And there are some workplaces where it's a lot of narcissists. That's how it was when I was working at Olive Garden. That's how it was. It was a lot of narcissists there. But that's why no matter how hard I worked, I wasn't that good of a worker because they were narcissists. I know how I am. I started a business at 21, babe. Come on now. I know I'm a hard worker. It's 2 a.m. I'm filming a reading right now. I'm wide awake. You know, I work whenever I can. I work too much. Okay? So I know damn well you're just narcissists. You guys are just narcissists. So I started drinking their alcohol. Because if they paid me enough, I could buy my own. But since they don't pay me enough and they want to charge more for a bottle of alcohol, then I'm making tips for a whole day. Please. I'm going to steal bottles of wine. I'm going to help people steal bottles of wine. And then I'm also going to drink your wine up. And then you're going to ask me for a statement. I'm going to tell you kiss my ass. And I'm going to go home to my suburban home and never come back because I never have to. I never had to. I just had to get fired from this bullshit ass place so everybody would leave me alone and stop bothering me. And nobody ever asked me to go out the house ever again. Right? So thanks. They thwarted themselves because who buys from Olive Garden anymore? Anyways, who eats Olive Garden? And now that coronavirus is going on, we should surely be able to cripple that business entirely. Like we crippled Ruby Tuesdays. I used to work at Ruby Tuesdays. Who the fuck goes to Ruby Tuesdays? I leave the scene and why is my mother always right? And will I make it to the end? Or will I crawl away and die? Yep. Yeah. Crippled. Where's Ruby Tuesdays? Where's Ruby's? Click, click, boom. And they tried to get me to sue them too. The lawyers, they came in, they was trying to decimate them. They was trying to put them under. Why is my mother always right? They were trying to just bury them. Sent me a letter. They're like, do you want a class counter? You want a class suit? We're drudging up because it sounds like a grudge and a drudge. We're drudging up a class action lawsuit against Ruby too. You want to join us? Yeah, how much money I could get? For me, it really wasn't the money. It was just because, fuck it. They had me do so much work for how much? For like $3 an hour, and I'm sweeping and cleaning your bathroom. Why is my mother always right? And will I make... I wish you guys could see my face, because you would die laughing. Seriously. Oh my god. This is for your own good. Your wishes being blocked is for your own fucking good. Some of you guys, you have a great, loving, nurturing mother. Or somebody in your life that they're the perfect example of divine feminine energy, and you keep on thwarting her, and you're blocking her wishes from coming true. So your wishes are not going to come true. You have somebody in your life that would do anything for you, and you don't even see it, and you don't even appreciate them. That's why people who don't appreciate their mothers, they have devastation. People who don't love their mothers and don't appreciate them, don't reciprocate, don't do what their mothers want and stuff like that, okay? They get devastation. If you can't get over the fact that your mother was on crack, so what? My mother was a crackhead, I would still love my mom. I don't care. If my mother was a crackhead, I would still love my mom. Okay? Because I have people in my family, and they deal with their own illnesses and their situations because of what they went through, and I still love them. I would still love my mother if she was a crackhead. You could try that when you are raised by a crackhead. I'm sure. Because I've dealt with crackhead babies, right? I've dealt with you crackhead babies. You guys are a handful, so I'm sure it's difficult for that woman. I'm sure she's a narcissist though, but I've dealt with you too, and you're no walk in the park either. That's why you're devastating to be around, because it comes from your mom. You just need to love her and appreciate her for bringing you life. It doesn't matter what she does. Okay? You need to love and appreciate your mother for bringing you life. At the end of the day, even if she was a selfish crackhead, she carried you in her body for 9 months. That's extremely generous. If you ever shouldered weight of another person in your body, that's extremely kind. Somehow you're here today. Huh. Maybe if you saw her as divine when you were little and you just kept on seeing her that way, maybe you would have healed that wound inside of her. Perhaps you were her medicine, right? That's toxic. Well, then you're dipping into some sort of realm of psychotherapy that is going to be disbanded. I mean, remember when they were tooting Freud and stuff? And Freud, now they don't respect him anymore. And that nigga's on coke somewhere in a different dimension, devastating the entire field of psychology, because that's what they deserve. Fuck out of here, bro. I know everything. Take a seat. He's devastating the field of psychology because they disrespected him. He's the reason why niggas go to doctors. And he's the reason why blow is so common and popular these days, okay? So he's devastating that field. Oh, well, you're following behind a psychotherapy field that's not going to be hip in 10 years. In like a few years, someone's going to come in and discredit them, like how they discredited the father of psychology. That's what happens. But that's how stupid. But just because Doreen Virtue is a Christian now doesn't mean I'm going to turn on Doreen Virtue. And don't get me wrong, sometimes I get mad at Doreen. I wish she'd start making her tarot cards and her angel cards again. It's kind of annoying. I'm like, girl, come back and make these fucking cards for us. What are you doing? Come get some money. I don't care. Well, I'm Jesuit. Put Jesus in the tarot cards and sell me some fucking tarot cards. You make some fire fuego ass oracle cards. And I'm pissed off at Doreen right now. Right now, I'm mad at her. Right at this very instance. Because, girl, what are you doing? But I love Doreen Virtue. Okay? She's the mother of this field. She's one of the four. Her and Colleen Barrett Reed and all those. She's one of those people who started this field. Okay? And there's a few mothers of astrology on YouTube. That is like Lada Dunchemba. A lot of people like to put, come get my, and I don't watch nobody's astrology readings but Lada's, because I don't know you guys. She's been here for like 20 years. Who are you? She's been here since the start. She's had astrology videos here on YouTube before it was common to have tarot readings on YouTube. For like over a decade, this woman has been. And you think I'm gonna watch anybody else but her? Everybody here they're all fad and they're all gonna be faded out. But Lada's gonna stand tall. But what did you put her through? What did you put her through? What did you put her through? Right? She's been on YouTube for 20 years. She should have 1 million views a video. Everybody that's watching everybody else, the Leo King and all those. But the Leo King, he's been here for a minute too. But he's in a region of his own. And he's been here forever as well. He's mad, divine, and pure. Take a seat. He's so pure and divine. He's been here for like a decade too. But that's why I'm going to watch them over some nigga who popped up 5 minutes ago to I'm to such and such astrology. Take a seat, nigga. Who the fuck are you? But we have the mothers and the fathers of this shit. They've been here on this platform for like 30 years. They've been here offering this stuff readily. Here comes this fucking narcissist from Long Island and Manhattan. He's not getting the clients he used to, so now he's coming online to come drain everybody else's finances, and I see right through him. A lot of you guys devastate and abandon niggas that love you, and then you get devastation. And that's the only reason. A lot of you guys, you have folks in your life that do anything and everything for you because you guys are magicians. So anything you want, you're manifesting it. And every time you're disrespecting and lying to somebody around you, Gemini, you're blocking your manifestation because you wished for them because you're the magician and the lovers. Stupid. Stupid. You're the magician and the lovers. So you asked for it. You don't even need to set intentions. That's why you don't need to be the big fat, you know that big fish Gemini bitch that watches me sometimes, right? Now she watches me. Stupid bitch. You're the lovers and you're fucking the magician. So you're walking around manifesting shit with your thoughts. Just I wonder what this, and then here it is right there. You just have to stop being a liar to see that it's right there. But the only problem, Gemini, your kryptonite is your lies. Okay? You're liars. Period. And you could fix them to be a magician. Because magic is illusions. It starts off as an illusion and then somebody else makes it real. Right? So, if magic is an illusion, then that means the words that you're saying and stuff, you just need to believe it and be honest. Stop lying to yourself. That's why you manifest niggas that come in and they love you no matter what and they accept you fully and then you thwart them down. Stupid. Then you wake up like Jess with HIV/AIDS, drinking tequila and tequila sunrises and Long Island iced teas and Applebee's margaritas in bathroom stalls. I'm tired of it. She was in a bathroom stall crying into an Applebee's margarita. And I'm like, that's what you deserve, you stupid slut. That's what happens when you abandon your friends behind some dude who gave you AIDS, stupid slut. And you deserve that. I'm just glad her number was blocked so she couldn't cry to me about how she had AIDS. Because I blocked her number. It wasn't that because I couldn't ignore that kind of message. That would have scared me and devastated me. But that would have been really helpful for me to not be mad all summer. Because I would have let that go. And I would have stopped trying to drag you into it. I really wasn't. I kind of was, but I really wasn't. I was just like, how she can abandon me? And then I found out she got herpes and AIDS from a dude who doesn't talk to her anymore. Ooh, and I got over that. I got over that really quickly. Like Lindsay always says, I should get over stuff. She's like, you need to get over it. So get over AIDS, Lindsay. Get right on over it. Hop over it, hon, because you did everything for those boys for them to give you AIDS. So hop over AIDS. Get over it. Get over it. In the wise words of Lindsay, get over it. That's what she used to. She's a Gemini too. She's a Gemini moon. So it's like, here's the thing. That's why you told the empath, a queen that loved you and saw you as a shining light, right? That's why you told her to get over it. And then you ended up getting something that very semester that you had to just get over, right? And you could have used some support, right? You could have used that, right? You could have, right? Yeah, that's what happens when you tell niggas who are sweet and kind, who are going through the same thing that you're about to go through. You tell them to get over it, right? And you tell them to get out of their emotions when their emotions is what protects everybody and themselves and everybody around them is their emotions. And you tell them to get out of their emotions. So you get AIDS and they get nothing. You get AIDS and they get into every school they apply to, including the ones that you got waitlisted for. You get AIDS and they get the glory of knowing that, and everybody knows that they were the better person in that dynamic. So you thwarted them because you were a narcissist, and what you realized was that you were actually not a narcissist and that it doesn't pay to be narcissistic. Okay? You just thwarted yourself down. So from now to the next time I do this reading, if you guys watch these consistently, if there's a consistent viewership and stuff like that, what you're going to be dealing with, and it's not a threat. It's like if you watch this all the time and you watch this every time it comes out, what's coming in from now and what you're going to be thinking about from now to the next time I do these current search, because these come out every few days, every 5 days. I should have did your reading today instead of Libra's. I got confused. But for your love life, okay, what's going to be on your thoughts is things not working out. Okay, what's gonna be on your thoughts is your wishes that you've wanted to come in that have been blocked, and they were blocked, and in the sense that they were blocked in every way. Okay, you guys feel like, okay, I put in effort, I didn't receive it, but who were you dealing with in that same way? Narcissists need to understand things. They need to understand the flip side. Like, narcissists don't understand that the coin flips and it has two sides. Okay, they don't understand that. So that's why their life is so weird. Okay? So if you want to keep on being a narcissist, you're going to keep on having a weird love life. And I mean, I'm going to keep on reading on it. You know, or you could just step into your heart and trust your intuition and, you know, stay in your lane, you know, only thwart niggas that cross your boundaries. Some of you guys, it's like you need to get rid of somebody from your comfort zone that should not be here. Somebody is thwarting your spiritual protection, energetic protection, sexual protection, physical protection, emotional protection, mental protection. Somebody's thwarting your protection in every fucking way. And you need to get rid of them, don't you? It's devastating, right? Don't thwart others, because when you're wanting to thwart somebody who's minding their, they didn't do anything wrong to you, and you want to thwart them, you're about to get a bigger fish to fry. But that's why so many people have such sad stories to tell me. I'm like, oh wait, we're the same age. We were in the same program. So what's the difference? Why is this so devastating for you, but not for me? But if you're doing the same things that I'm doing and going home from school, because that's what when I was a little girl and those girls would tell those sad, I'm like, but if you were going home and but is your, you know, anything going on in your house? No. So then how is that happening to you? You know, your parents aren't molesting you or anything like that. It's like, but so then how come that's happening? Oh, you're lying. You're a narcissist. You need medication. You think you're fooling somebody to get sympathy. And now you're just at the crux of it because but here's the thing, a lot of you guys dealing with somebody who it's not working out with them, you don't even love them. Okay? So you guys are dealing with somebody who it's not working out with them, and it's like you don't even love whoever this person is. Okay? And you're embracing yourself more fully. Okay? And that's what it is for a lot of these people here, these narcissists and stuff. I mean, some of them, it's like I could say that some of them, it hurts because I really did love them, right? But those people, I would say that they're not narcissists. I would say that they were flying monkeys and they were holding on to narcissists. Okay? But then there's a lot of people in the group, like when I talk about those girls in the group, like Teresa and stuff, I don't feel, I mean, I do feel love for Teresa. I do. I think that I think she is a sociopath, but I do believe, I don't think sociopaths can love. I do think they kind of can. I think that sociopaths are, they're born, but they're also made too. You know what I mean? They're creators, and if they go through something that devastates them and makes them feel separate from the world, then you trigger that sociopathic tendency that freaks people out about sociopaths. But sociopaths could just be kicking it and cooling it, and if you just stay out of their way, they'll never thwart you ever. They'll never even be mean, nothing. You can some sociopaths are some of the kindest people you will ever meet are sociopaths. Complete with the hat to match, and they're so kind they would never hurt you. But if you trigger something inside of them, they could devastate your life. Okay? Because they're a sociopath. And then they see nothing wrong. Like they could just cut. They don't feel nothing. You know what I'm saying? All right. So it's like you couldn't really love for her it was like after a while I did feel a sort of connection to her. I did. There were some of those other little white girls and stuff like that. There were some little girls, like even Marissa and stuff, but that's why Marissa had all that craziness happen in her life. Because it was really hard to connect with her and feel like she loved you. But that's why Pete cheated on her all the time. Because she doesn't have a heart. It's really hard to feel like she loves you. It's like you keep on pouring into her and nothing happens. And same thing with Sandy. Delia was mad loving. She just got caught up behind some narcissists. She doesn't know that they're narcissists. I think she's realizing it though. She might be depleted. Oh, narcissist. And then you know, Jess, you know, she was confusing as fuck. But that's why John confused her all the time, right? And she's also a Gemini. She might be watching this. She might not, because I devastated her life. So she stays away from me. All right. I didn't have to do anything to her. All she had to do was try to thwart my protection. And then I devastated her life in my sleep. Okay. So I'm moving on to the oracle energies, you guys. But that's what happens when you're just minding your business and you're working on what you want to work on. The drama will still find you. I promise you I don't leave my life looking, my house looking for drama. It finds me. I promise you when I join these groups, when I joined the cheer squad, I really just wanted to cheer. When I joined a sorority, I really just wanted to raise money for philanthropy and be amongst women who actually have a certain mindset around life that's goal oriented and want to work together for a common cause. Okay. And I did get that in the beginning. I did. Okay. So it wasn't, I wasn't looking for drama. So if you love drama, you can still focus on your life and have all that drama still. Some people love drama. You might have a shorter life than everybody else, or you might not. If you're focused on what you love, you can be in the drama, but just be focused on what you love to separate you from them. So you're not acting like them and thinking that they're you. They're a narcissist. Okay. Tired of it. All right. So what messages does spirit have for you, Gemini, about your love life? This situation is unhealthy that you're in. You're in an unhealthy situation, Gemini. This card keeps on coming up. You don't want to accept it. Okay? You don't want to accept it. Perhaps you're doubting it. Perhaps you have doubt and it's unhealthy. You guys are in an unhealthy situation. Okay? If you're wondering about it and it's not moving on and it's fraught with deception, there's so much deception in this situation. Okay. So spirit is saying, so this is interesting. Okay. Something that you're wondering will happen, that should happen, is being blocked. Okay. Jesus. And you guys are not paying attention to the actions and to the words of others. You're not. Listen, you just need to look, what is he doing? What is she doing? Pay attention to the words and the actions that they're doing. Pay attention to their words and then what they do right after. Oh, you shouldn't be with him. I remember when I told my big fat sis, because there's a lot of big bitches around me trying to thwart me all the time. They're just jealous because they look like a Tonka truck. That's what they're jealous about. They look like a vehicle. Okay? They look like a vehicle. Vehicle. That's the size of them. So they're mad because the only guys they get around them are narcissists trying to drain their checks. And instead of stop eating everything, you're not going to be around anybody who wants to be near you. You're mad depressing. Okay? You're mad depressing. It's not, you know what I'm saying? And it's not even like you're exciting or fun to sleep with. So then you have a banging body because, oh yeah, she's good for a roll in the hay and that's it. You know what I mean? And then maybe you would attract someone decent that eventually they've realized you're a piece of shit. You know what I'm saying? But at least you look after yourself. So there's something good about you. Hey, you know, that's just what it is. But it's like, oh, you tell this big fat girl, oh yeah, well, and then 2 years later, it comes out that it's something else going on in her life. It's personal, and it had nothing to do with me or my person. And that's what you deal with, and you follow behind in their footsteps. Okay. You guys are gonna get a lack of recognition. You're gonna get a lack of recognition from folks who they are just kind of like, they're in and out anyways. You're dealing with somebody who's in and out anyways. And then you're putting all your effort into someone who's in and out anyways. Thwarting yourself. The flowers, okay, you're dealing with a dangerous pleasure, something that's dangerous. You don't realize that this is a dangerous pleasure, okay? You're not embracing something in your life that is a dangerous pleasure. And this is this new beginning that's being blocked by some perfect little narcissist. And it's living life on the edge. It's being on the wild side. Your comfort zone is actually being blocked by something that you think is your comfort zone. What you think is your comfort zone is blocking you from being in your actual comfort zone. Okay? Embrace the dangerous pleasure. I don't care. It's like, I'm going to be embarrassed, but that's how you get gotten up by narcissists. And if you try to write intentions and set intentions on niggas that's not afraid of being embarrassed. But if somebody was humiliated their whole life, and when they were little, from the tender age of 6, they were being bullied and humiliated every day of their life till they were 13, they're not going to care about being humiliated on a social media platform. They're not going to be embarrassed. They confronted those wounds. They're not going to be embarrassed about being who they are on social media, and they're going to get social media success. More success than you have, because they're not afraid to be embarrassed. Because that's why you were joining in on humiliating them, because you were afraid of being alone. So, but in reality, you are alone. And that person is not alone because they have 30,000 subscribers. They have 300,000 subscribers. So they're not alone. There's 300,000 people every day that go on their phone and look to see if they're going to upload and put something up. They have 3 million people that do that. They have 15 million people that wait for them to put out an album, and it's been 15 years. 15 million people are waiting for them to put out an album. And they said fuck you to 30 million. They had 30 million that they wanted to say fuck you to, and so it cost 15 million people their hearts and joys because 30 million wanted to be narcissistic. And now that company, I mean, that group is not making music no more. And they still have 15. If they put it out, 15 million people would drop bank today, right now. But they weren't afraid to be embarrassed when they were little. Stupid fuck. Stupid fuck. Stupid fucking narcissist, right? So that's not the same thing, mommy, okay? They're not embarrassed about that. They're doing that for themselves. They're allowing it to happen. That's somebody who's in their power, honey. Because they could devastate you right back. This person could be just as immature as you. They're choosing not to be as immature as you. Okay? So it's like, okay, enough dealing with narcissists. And if you're a narcissist, it's time for you to heal. Some of you guys, you're dealing with you're a narcissist. Maybe you are too. And maybe you need to accept that and just be okay with that and heal from that. And anybody who can't admit that they're a narcissist when they're a narcissist, they really are the narcissist, and they're really the person who's going to die of cancer. Narcissists die of cancer. Narcissists die of brain tumors and breast cancer and back cancer and all that. Metastatic. It metastasizes everywhere. That's what narcissists die from. If you want to die from a painful death like cancer, but that's the life that they made other people live. Other people lived a painful life because that person was in their life. Okay? And maybe this person got away with it before they got rich because they were struggling too. But once they stepped into money and they kept on doing it, they got devastation because now they got life easy. They got something so big handed to them so easy. So why are you still a cunt? So then she got cancer and she had to spend most of her money on her chemotherapy treatments. And nobody took care of her because she was supposed to learn the lesson of realizing that it all works out. She was supposed to raise her vibration and stop being such a dark, miserable bitch. But she never changed, so she died of cancer. Because her receiving that inheritance, that money, was her dying. That was her going through transformation. She died. When she got that inheritance, she died. Not in the way that she ended up dying, but she died in the sense of she transformed. That was the end of her sadness and her sorrow. She never had to think about that ever, but she kept on doing it. And then she pulled up on new bitches that was thriving and tried to thwart them down. And she got devastation. Okay? She got devastation. There's a lot of things I can't do no more because I know better. I can't run around with those stupid narcissistic sluts. I'm gonna lose a limb because I know better. Okay? I know better. All right. See you guys. I'll talk to you soon. All right. Bye bye. Much love to you all. God bless you.